What's up, Sagittarius? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a general full moon tarot reading for the full moon coming up on the 23rd of April. It's going to be at 7:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a 4-degree Scorpio, which will put it in the 17th mansion of the moon. 17th mansion is really about having strong financial foundations and, family foundations, love foundations, partner foundations. You can read about it. The astrology kind of supports that too, because the moon will be opposite the sun in Taurus. Taurus is all about foundations and what you have, and material security. And it's you got two cards, and its opposite sign, Scorpio, where the moon will be, is about shared resources and transformation. So burning it all down and rebuilding. They're also, the sun and the moon are both going to be square Pluto, so power or sex could be like a big underlying theme. And for Sagittarius ascendant, you're talking your 11th or 12th house. And the 12th house could be the house of dreams. So you could be having dreams that could be of a sexual nature. That could be of the expression of power in some way, right? Or you could be like wanting to defeat enemies, secret enemies, that type of thing. It could be some kind of power struggle. And your 11th house is the house of like your role in the greater social sphere of everything. So there could be power struggles happening within that, like things having to come to light. And with, Taurus and Scorpio, it could really have to do materially, like your material goods, your material security, and deciding like if you want to be stable and secure, or if you want to like go and transform your life type of energy. You do have two cards. This energy is gaining momentum and adjustments are required. So there's some kind of energy that's gaining momentum, or some kind of influence that you're probably noticing in your life, but it's saying there are adjustments required. So there could be something that you have to change, either within yourself, or like a specific relationship you need to make or unmake, those types of things. Some kind of adjustment, some kind of the way you look at things, the way you perceive them, the way you think, the way you feel. All these can influence, or it could be influential in a specific situation or in a specific energy. It all is energy. Everything's energy, vibration, and frequency. That's what Tesla said. And he's right. If you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in vibration, energy, vibration, and frequency. And that's what everything is. Make no mistake. Everything is moving, interacting with each other. Now, you can't control everything that's going on around you, as far as like all the random stimulus around you. But where you do have power is your energy, your frequency, and your vibration. How you let those influences and stimulus from life around you affect you. It's your choice. And what you choose and the way you think, act, and feel will reflect back out into the energies around, and it's likely to present you with situations that embody or stimulate that frequency within you, because it's just reflecting back, because everything is mirrored. That's how we see. Our eyes are mirrors. Light bounces off of objects and into our eyes, and we see them, right? That's how we experience. And then the way we feel, think, act, that's our influence. And so it's individual. So that's why Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. Because if you want to see that change, or you want to live it, you actually have to be it. You have to know. If you're like, oh, well, if I had a ton of money, I'd be a very generous individual. Well, if that's the case, and you ever expect to have a ton of money, you need to be a generous individual right now. Because that is showing that you are that which you want to be. Sounds simple, but it isn't quite that simple. We all have specific thoughts that can sabotage us, our own feelings. If we're in specific cyclical patterns, and everything is patterns, everything is cyclical. The planets are on a cycle, the moon's on a cycle, females have a cycle, the seasons have a cycle, so forth and so on. Everything's in cycle. If you want to break those patterns, it takes a while, because once a pattern is built and established, the energy around you is going to keep promoting that specific pattern, because that's what it's used to. But if you want to change it, it takes strong conscious effort, feeling, and the actions that you take. Then once you've done that enough, the influences around you will start to reflect that which you are becoming, or that which you have become. Again, easy in concept, a lot more difficult in application. You're not seeing something here. Saying the energy is gaining momentum and adjustments are required. This is the adjustment here. I think you're not seeing how abundant you are. That's what this is telling me here. Like, you probably really are super abundant and like really lucky, but aren't seeing it that way. Like, I know I'm like that. Like, I have so many blessings in my life, and I do pay them respect and I honor them, but I don't always focus on the good. Like, many times I'll be like, man, but I don't have this, or I feel like I should have this, or I want this, that type of thing. And I'm heavy Sagittarius. Lots of planets, ascendant and moon there, and Mercury, Uranus, lots of influence there. So, and that's how I am. That doesn't mean that's how you are necessarily, but it's easy to not see what we have and see how abundant and like we really are and how lucky we really are. It's easy to focus on what we don't have rather than what we do have. Because if you start feeling really abundant and you realize, man, I am really lucky, I do have a lot going for me, then like it's gonna be funny how this, if you can stay in that specifically, and it take a while to break a pattern. If you've looked at it the other way, it'd be funny how the powers, the stimulus and influence around you, the energies, try to promote that because that's the pattern you're giving out. So it's like, oh, this is what he wants. This is who he is. And you're going to see lucky things, lucky breaks, things go your way, that type of stuff. In the recent past, you had anxiety or bad dreams or were worried about something. And, that 12th house would be lit up or possibly lit up for, Sagittarius ascendant. So you could have some rough dreams right now, especially if Scorpio's involved, where the moon is going to be. So it can be dark dreams, no doubt. This is crowning you. Victory. Some sort of victory. I mean, you have two victory cards here. You have this Six of Rods and the Ace of Swords. I look at this as more of clarity or truth. So it's saying like you will soon see the truth, that you really are quite fortunate, and that like things really do go your way. And then like if you really look around your life, that things are actually more beneficial than they are in detriment, right? That you really have a lot, and that you're grateful for it. It's like it looks like that. If that's the situation, then that's the clarity that you're going to receive. There's going to be some sort of clarity, victory, or truth that's coming your way. And your conscious influence is wanting to be victorious or being victorious. That's a good. And then you have another victory card right here on the unconscious influence. So like I think your conscious and unconscious influences are on the same wavelength. They're like, okay, we're going to be victorious. We're going to win. And that is the truth, but you have to know it's the truth. That's the adjustment that has to be required. You have to know it's the truth. Be the change. Be the change. If you were this person that you want to be so bad, what exactly how you would be? If you're thinking to yourself, I would be this or I would be that if I was this, then you need to be that right now. If you want to accomplish that. If you want the powers around you to react in that way and give you and promote that in you and promote your life in that way and reflect it to you, you have to actually be it already. Like living it, knowing it. That's faith. Like not sabotaging yourself with thoughts, but it might not happen. But and that may be the change. True faith within it. Because you are surrounded by victory, conscious and unconscious, and in front of you. The only place there isn't is in the past. So if there's something in the past, like a bad memory or something that bad happened to you that you have a hard time letting go of, like trauma or something, don't let it hold you back. Don't block it out, because that's not how it works. You want to acknowledge it and feel it and understand that is what maybe needs to be changed, is focusing on that. And then that gives it its acknowledgement, and it doesn't have to manifest itself out, because it is acknowledged and it's there and you know it's there. So it doesn't have to be repressed, and it doesn't have to make you experience it again, because you have experienced it and you've worked through it or worked through it. But that's the only place there seems to be any is right in the recent past. Not necessarily the recent past. It could be just your past in general. But there's victory everywhere, all around you. And saying the energy is gaining momentum. So like I think that you're about to break the pattern. You're about to really truly understand how lucky you are and how good things are, and then like it's going to reflect all around you in your life around you. This is you right now. This is about to be an explosion of energy. This is a new beginning. Could be a new relationship, but it's mostly just like this new perspective, like taking over in your life, knowing that you're a winner, and the life reflecting it because you truly believe it and are living it, and like everything reacting to you in that way, like yes, you are, and the pattern is going to shift, and it's going to show you that you are, because you truly believe it, because you're living it. You know what I'm saying? And in your environment, the wheel of fortune. Like, and with all these victory cards, like, it's all winning. Like, it's all good. Like, it's the wheel's spinning. And you're about to have a major change. You're about to be the boss. This is saying you do need to be confident. And this may be the big change. You've got to be confident. You got to know what you want and go for it no matter what. And you can't let the doubt sink in. You can't let the situations occurring around you breaking you down. That's just you being tested. That's just you having to break the pattern, the cycle. Maybe you built up a cycle over the years when you were younger because of things that have happened. It happens to all of us. We all have stimulus all around us, and the world beats us down and tries to scare us. It's what it does. I mean, even on the TV, it's fear, fear, fear. Everything is trying to break you down and scare you. Because if you can break out of that and be confident and know things are going to go your way and you live it, life responds, and it will be that for you. And that's what this is saying. Be the emperor. If you want it, be the emperor. And then the outcome is rest. You finally did it. You can finally do what you want, when you want, and how you want to do it. You can do as little as you want or as much as you want. It's like a recovery period after struggle, right? The Four of Swords is after the Three of Swords, and Three of Swords is a heartbreak card. Like, you're done. You're done with disappointment. You've had enough. And this is the adjustment. The adjustment is the confidence, the faith, knowing that you will get through it no matter what, and that you are built to do it. And you are, because we all are. We have all the faculties we need. We just have to implement it. It's easier said than done. And it's not just going to come overnight. You got to break the cycle. But you can, and you will. You have good reading, Sagittarius. You have victory all over you. It's all surrounding you right here. There's this conflict, right? You're not seeing how abundant you are or how much you really have going for you. You're more focusing on what you don't have, or like the little things that are like pecking at you in life, like the little situations that we have to deal with. And I've had a bunch of them myself. I'm heavy Sagittarius. I had a bunch of stuff that's all piled up at the same time. But I always look at it like that when that happens, that like something good, really good is about to happen. When a bunch of little things occur, like all seems like all this shit's going wrong, it's like, but if you keep yourself strong and you're like, I'm going to get through it. I'm built for this. I know I can do this. I do this kind of stuff all the time. I will solve the problems. I will work through it no matter what. The reward is always waiting, right? And there's always something that really seems to be really good that happens after all the bad, like all these little bad things. It's like something really good happens. It's like making the way for it. It's like it's got to balance itself out. So in order to get that big good thing that you want, you're gonna have to face these things. Not only are you gonna have to face them, you're gonna have to face them in a vibratory manner in which you want to be, and which constitutes that type of life that you're shooting for, living it. Okay, Sagittarius, that's all I have. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. It really helps the algorithm when you comment, even if you just say hi or just whatever. I'll be super grateful because it'll push it forward. I need more watch hours. That's what I'm missing right now in my videos or on my channel. It's just watch hours. If I can get, I got to get like 2,000 in a couple months somehow, which I don't think is going to be possible. But I'm always going to urge it. I'm going to try. But either way, you don't have to if you don't want to. Either way, I'm just grateful that you're here, and I'm grateful for the view. Hope to see you here again, Sagittarius. Happy full moon.